Welcome to Freak Week, and this is our first video to kick it all off. It's a Hacks and Bodges special, Doddy.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
It's going to be so much fun. We've got some of the weirdest and wildest Hacks and Bodge ideas, and like any Hack and Bodge session on the Dirt Shed show, Chain Reaction Cycles have given us a £100 voucher to give to the very best one we find on this show.
Good.
Let's get a look. Doddy, what are you going to start us off with?
Well, right down here, have a look at this bad boy here. This is from Mark.
I can't see what I'm looking at.
So
it's a brake.
He goes for a ride.
Oh no!
Brake bolt comes out. Things get a bit rattly, so it replaces it with a perfect diameter stick.
That stick was not the perfect diameter.
I think you'll find it was, Martin.
No, he has crammed that in there.
He hasn't. He's threaded it in carefully. To the correct torque setting, I think you'll find.
Torque setting on a stick. Tell you what though, I have found if you're out on the trails and you find the right stick with the right dryness to it, you can thread them in, but I think it may void your warranty and won't necessarily last very long at all. However, that did last 15 kilometres.
That's not bad going, is it?
That ain't bad at all. Not a bad start, but it's damn ugly, Doddy. It's damn ugly.
Actually, I disagree. I think it's actually pretty neat compared to some of them we've got.
I think for fun we should disagree a lot in this show.
That's fine by me, you're wrong.
Right, let's get going with the next one. I've got something very special for you.
Let's have a look.
Look at this. Look at that. That is a beauty.
Cannondales.
That is a beauty.
I'm obsessed with Cannondale.
That is John's Cannondale in Washington. I tell you what, I rode this exact bike. It was my first bike I got from Cannondale and I was sponsored by him in 1995. Beast of the East frame. Absolutely amazing, legendary rigid bike, and it makes the best street trials bike ever. Look what John's done to it. Little tiny front chain ring, chain tensioner, super wide bars, super slam seat. Oh man, it's all going on here. This is a hack.
What's he done with the seat on there?
Slammed it. And he's got like this little bracket. Look at that.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, yeah.
Yeah, that's trick.
That is pretty cool.
I'll tell you one thing though, these frames, they don't make them anymore, and they don't make this wishbone join anymore because that's where I used to snap them weekly. I went through quite a lot of these Cannondale frames, I have to say, but pretty beautiful, isn't it?
It is quite nice. Yeah.
I reckon that's in the lead at the moment. That's beating your wood stick screw.
I would say that is that's more for like a bike build project than a hack or a bodge.
It's bloody beautiful, Tom.
It is
bloody
nice.
Beautiful. Yeah. Love it. Doddy, next up.
All right. Sorry, this one's not going to beat you. This one is from Nils in Sweden.
That's not a hack or a bodge.
I'm getting stitched up here with these, I'm sure of it. So apparently his shock was leaking air.
What?
And I'd imagine it's still leaking air because that's not going to do anything, is it?
That cannot have worked.
So that is absolutely rubbish.
Nils, I just do not believe that worked. And how you've got into this pile, I think you're in here because that is just so crazy bad that it got onto the pile for just sheer stupidity.
Yeah, it's dog
No chance of winning £100. There's a £100 voucher on this. Chain Reaction Cycles, I've invested. And they want something good.
Come on.
Thankfully.
Let's get another one on.
I can save it.
Really?
Not really.
Come on.
Check this one out. This one is from Matej from Slovenia. This is what not to do. Right, if you were going to do anything with a spade out on the trails, anything at all, hit people with it. This is even further down the list of things not to do than that.
I can't imagine you're going to be tackling single track on that thing, are you?
Look at that, it's crazy. He says, this is my simple spade holder on my bike. I mean, simple is the word, isn't it? I mean, Doddy, what would you say to someone if you're out on the trails and you saw Matej come down the road with that? You'd be like, dude, there's an old lady down the road just there. You've just knocked her head clean off.
It's crap. Sorry,
but
it's not even a good
I'm
one.
going to put this to you, right? It's so crap. It's brilliant.
Really? Really?
Well, I can't help think, right, if this guy rode down the trail, I would just be like, dude, you're mental.
The solution is walk into the woods, dig your stuff, leave your spade there. And then ride home and ride back the next time.
These hacks and bodges have got to get better. They simply must get better.
All right, pick the pace up a bit. Let's get a good one on.
Let's go.
This is a particularly good one from Scott because it's a problem I do suffer from myself. Nuke-proof Mega, the bottle cage mounts are actually on the down tube.
Yeah.
Quite hard to get to, so he's hacked on a bit of a bottle cage mount.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty good.
We're back up and running now because that's a very clever idea, simple solution, and it gets the job done.
That's not bad at all.
It's not like the most incredible bit of workmanship, but
But it's a hack.
It's clever. It's a hack.
That's a worthwhile hack.
In the running.
Yeah.
In the running. Definitely.
Right, let's step it down again.
Right, I'm going to keep the... yeah, I was going to keep the, you know, the level high, but I've got this one from HEIDI. This is hard to believe.
Okay.
But and that's why it's in this list, because it's hard to believe. And it's Freak Week. It's Freak Week. And this is a freaky idea. Okay, HEIDI wanted to make her brake pads anew, refresh them, get a bit of extra grip. So she cut some squares out of inner tube and stuck them on her brake pads like new pads.
That's going to work.
Because they're rubber, dude, aren't they? They're made of rubber, so they'd be sticky, Nah.
Yeah,
Nah, that wouldn't work.
That's a fail.
That is the craziest idea I've ever heard of. But she tried it.
It didn't work?
No, it didn't work.
No, it didn't work.
No, it didn't work.
No.
But HEIDI, I like your thinking, and you've made it into Freak Week, but I don't...
Quite a laborious approach, actually.
Yeah,
I
mean, it must have taken ages. Choice of glue must have been interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're going to be winning this week, but it's a good effort. It's a good effort.
I've got another glue-based one for you over here. So this one is from FRASER. Again, it looks normal, other than it looks like it's got a bit of a rounded out axle here.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
So couldn't tighten it, couldn't loosen it, it's stuck in there, so you make sure it's fully stuck in with Araldite.
Oh, can't get it out? Stick it in.
What happens when you want to change the cassette? Or your disc?
I mean, it does make
anything?
an awful lot of questions, doesn't it? Yeah.
It does stop it coming loose, though.
Yeah, it does, it does. We've got to raise the bar again, Donny. I've got one for you. I did mention it was Freak Week, right? Oh my God, look at this.
Is that what I think it is?
This one is from PAINCHAUD.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying that name right, okay? I'm putting it out there, but I think it's PAINCHAUD.
Well,
I like it. He's in Quebec, so it's French.
If you look at it, it says PAINCHAUD, that's hot pain. That's the sort of pain you're going to be in when that fails.
Yeah. So basically, the top tube is ovalised or maybe even cracked.
It's got a crack in it, dude.
I think it may be cracked. So to fix that, he's used a Jubilee clip.
Which are amazing.
Right.
Industrial zip ties.
No, but the reason this won't work, and the clue's in the name, clip. Anything that's called clip, right, can't hold a bike together, right? But amazingly, this is a great solution to his problem, because originally he did think it might be all right with some zip ties. But he decided to go with this Jubilee clip instead.
It's admirable. It's good fashioning there.
It's bloody bold, isn't it? And what I quite like here is he's cut away all of the integrity of the Jubilee clip, trusting that just that little thin piece there will be just enough.
Yeah, it won't.
No, it won't.
Hey, I've got a great idea for fixing it.
Go on.
Just leave it there and ride the Rocky Mountain that's next door to it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Right, let's keep it going. Now, Doddy, this one is impressive. I am seriously impressed with this. And I think I like this one, and I think you're going to love it.
Yeah.
Nick, idler wheel conversion.
Ooh, hello.
Look at that.
Hello, using an old E13 chain guide, is that?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is brilliant, right? Because he's got onto the old bandwagon of the elevated pivot point problem.
Everyone wants those these days, yeah.
Yeah, so what is the problem that they're trying to overcome here, Doddy?
A high pivot, of which I'm a little bit puzzled on this one because the pivot's not that high. The pivot is roughly like that chain line.
Yeah, it's close. It's borderline.
It would definitely make it pedal like it's a slightly lower pivot.
So the idea being that his chain line will be high enough above the pivot point that he won't get that weird sag problem that you get.
Kind of, yeah. So a high pivot is technically the best place for a pivot to be on a mountain bike because it enables the rear axle to move away and around the object. But the problem is you get chain growth.
Yeah.
So if you run the chain directly over the crank, you get loads of like pedaling a rugby ball.
Yeah, I get it. Pedaling a rugby ball. I know exactly what you mean. I know
so by doing a high pivot, you get around that. Although his is not super low. It's not super high, but I guess it's a long way around a problem that might not bother many people.
Tell you what, Nick. Right?
But I do like the fact he's taken a lot of effort to do this.
He's gone to a lot of effort to do it. It's pretty elegant. It's pretty elegant.
It's not bad.
We think it might work. It's got to be in the running at the moment. I think this is a lot better than HEIDI's rubber pads.
It certainly is. I concur.
And I've not said that sentence before. What have you got, Doddy?
Okay. Well, Benjamin here, his wife was complaining that the saddle wasn't very comfortable.
Oh my goodness.
So he slapped on an old D30 pad with some cable ties and Bob Bob's your uncle.
She is easily pleased, my son. That is crazy.
How far did she ride that? 27k or something?
Well, he said that it was great for 27 kilometres. Unfortunately, it was a 50-kilometre ride. That is a shame.
So I'm taking a guess that those cable ties sort of got in the way a bit.
That is unbelievable. That can't have worked, man. That cannot have worked.
Probably made her raw, mate.
That is crazy. Right, I see you, your seat.
Okay.
And I raise you. I'm frightened to bring this one out.
Okay.
I'm frightened to bring this one out. This is from Luke. Luke, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Ooh,
this is
promising.
No, it's not.
What the freak is that?
My God.
Oh, it's on the right show, definitely. That's for
It's
sure.
Halloween after all.
Yeah.
We needed to see
That
some
is a
horrors.
shocker.
Unbelievable,
Yeah.
isn't it? Look at that. It's
although,
self-explanatory.
I've got to say, he's made the best of the platform there on that old Norco bike.
He has, but I can't work out what's worse. And this is a long stretch, right? Is this a bad saddle for that bike? Or is this a bad sock for that shoe? Either way, it's terrible.
It is awful.
Unbelievable, Luke.
Yeah.
Get out! Get out! That's disgusting.
So, this one is actually a good one.
Okay.
So what happens when you strip your crank bolt?
Oh, you're knackered.
Well,
You're
not
knackered.
necessarily, because most of them have got hollow axles now. So you do what Kevin's done and whack a great old threaded bar through it with a couple of washers and a couple of nuts. Job done.
Wow, that is manly.
That's both a hack and a bodge at the same time.
That's brilliant. Would that work? It would work.
It would get you home. It wouldn't make your cranks look too pretty afterwards. I imagine.
I think there's people at SRAM literally scratching their heads right now going, what did we think of that?
And I also think there's people at SRAM inhaling through their teeth sharply right now.
That's good. That's good. Who's that from? That's from
This
Kevin.
is Kevin, yeah.
Kevin, you've done a great job.
Like your work, Kevin. That's
yeah,
good,
you're in the
good
top
bodge,
3 right now. I mean, there's £100 up for grads
We're
right here.
already announcing the top 3. Wow.
Real money.
Okay,
Real money. Well,
we've
he's in the current top 3,
Yeah.
buddy. I can't promise he'll be there at the end.
Come on, beat this then. What you got?
Right, I've got a really good one here from William. Look at this. This one's almost too good.
I'm not
Great
sure.
chain guide.
That's not a hack or a bodge. You've made something really, really cool there.
That's a go-to-production item.
That looks amazing.
Really, really nice,
Yeah.
William. I like your work.
I especially love like the clear
Yeah.
perspex bash plate at the bottom. That's really neat.
Just the shaping on the CNC work there.
Yeah.
It's just got such detail, such quality. I almost feel embarrassed for everything else we've shown so far.
That's amazing, I think.
But you know what? If you're going to be a freak, sometimes you're freakily bad and sometimes you're just freakily good.
He's definitely freakily good.
You're in the list. You're in the list.
Do you know what Rick James would call that? Super freak.
Super freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very nice. Nice one, William. You're doing well.
Don't worry, I'm going to bring the tone down again here with Griffith there from,
It's just been racing around the old co-op.
you could assume that his front wheel might have been stolen outside the co-op. Or he was trying to make a rapid prototype, a Mark II of the Cannondale R4000.
Great bike.
Like this one.
Look at it. Yeah. Look at it. I mean, look at that concept.
Yeah,
and here it
roller
is.
skate and a bike mated together. That's
brought
one.
into fruition. That is really... I bet it was fun to ride, actually. I just started thinking, is it fun? It does look fun.
It kind of does make me want to try it just to see what it would be like.
But wait, hang on a second. You've got no steering.
No.
Because they're coaster wheels, so they go wherever they want. So it actually is a huge bodge.
It would be like steering a forklift truck around a wet warehouse.
Yeah, as I'm running it through my mind, it's a massive bodge. Right, I'm going to help you out, everybody.
Go ahead.
Because we're struggling. That's this. Oh, man. Look at this. LUCA.
Wow.
Dropper post. Get this, right? He wrote this on the email to me.
Yep.
It's handmade. No.
Do you know, is that a prototype of the Thompson dropper post? Because they do make a very nice dropper post.
I'll tell you what, I'm really interested to know though. I bet it works pretty good.
Well,
I mean, it's an external system.
it will work like the original gravity dropper did.
Yeah.
Pull a pin out, big spring, sit on it.
How could you honestly go out on a bike with that on?
Dude, that reminds me of one of the Atherton family. In fact, I believe it was Dan. He put a RockShox boxer spring down his seat tube.
Did he?
Literally would just sit on it and hope the quick release would hold it in there.
Sounds painful.
Apparently it used to fire out.
Well, LUCA, it's a bold move. It is essentially a dropper post, so you can say you've got one on your bike, but sometimes it's better to wait, you know? Just wait. Buy one later. But it's so bad, you might have just won yourself £100. You might be able to buy one. Yeah. It's a big might.
Yeah.
It's a big might. Right, what's next?
Okay. This one is genuinely good from Dean. Look at that front
Whoa.
GoPro mount.
Oh, that's
That's tidy, isn't it?
That is really nice.
Pretty cool angle there as well.
Yeah.
Getting to see your rear suspension moving up and down.
Yeah, really cool. I tell you what, those angles make a video. You know, you
Yeah.
start throwing in a few strange angles, just giving people a bit of the essence of the ride, showing a bit more of your bike and how it's moving. That would work.
But also,
great.
while we're here, it's got some nice lagging over his hydraulic cable routing there.
Yeah. This
Nice
man's-
touch.
This man is a man after your heart.
He's
isn't
an
he? Because
experienced hacker.
yeah, he's got some
Yeah.
hacks. Do you know what, Dudley? I feel like we've had so many bad ones and
Yeah.
so many good ones. We need to like up the ante on the price.
Yeah.
So £100 for first.
Yeah.
But there's so many good ones now. I'm thinking like what, 75 quid for second.
I reckon we can
50
get that
quid
out of
for
chain
third?
reaction. Yeah, why
I'm
not?
spending Chain Reaction's money here, but
So we're giving away 3 prizes now.
I mean, I'm looking. Nod from about. Yes, it's a nod.
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
So there's
Right.
3 prizes now. 3
Wow.
prizes.
Okay.
Let's keep going. Okay, last up. This is our last contender, and it's a good one too.
Better be good.
It's Kevi. Now, can you work out what's happening there? That's a
Ooh,
pedal.
That's an SPD pedal.
Yes.
Jubilee clipped onto his handlebars.
Yeah, Kevi.
So he's got a bust arm. Like, what's going on? Like, is
Kevi
he-
has got a birth defect, which means he hasn't got a hand, but
Wow.
didn't want to let him stop riding bikes. So he's clipped a pedal on with a Jubilee clip.
That's actually amazing.
Then he's used one of these braces from rollerblading.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
can put his arm in there, and it basically attaches him to the bike, and he can go riding. That is brilliant.
That is actually amazing. Double Jubilee clip action on there.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that really represents the hack.
Oh,
doesn't
it does, it does,
It's
yeah.
all going on there. I really like that
I
one.
bet he doesn't maintain his axle bearings, so does he?
I bet he doesn't. Right, well, so that's it. We've seen all of our contenders. We've got...
There's some rubbish in there, and there's some brilliant ones.
Yeah,
in
but
there
some of the
as
rubbish
well.
is so rubbish it's good.
I know, no, and I do like a rubbish hack. It's funny.
Okay, we've made some decisions, I think.
It was quite hard, actually.
Yeah, God, I didn't think we'd talk about it for that long.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, one thing we did think, we totally agreed on this, is that William needs a special commendation.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But William,
It's not a hack or a bodge, though.
you've
Let's be clear about
you've
it.
made a huge mistake, right?
Yeah.
You're just too good.
Yeah.
This is too good for a hack or a bodge. You're earning a lot of money from product design, I would guess.
Yeah.
Because this is brilliant. You should
Yeah.
be producing this.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. We're giving it 4th place special commendation.
Yeah.
Just missed out on the money, but only because you're just a show off.
Although he does deserve another special mention for putting up with an ISIS bottom bracket.
No, great job though, William.
Yeah,
Thanks for sending
good work.
that in. Right, it's time for our top 3, and in 3rd
Ready for
place,
this?
winning £50 voucher from Chain Reaction Cycles.
You ready?
Yes.
It's Nick with the idler wheel.
Oh yeah.
So I like this
Yeah.
because there was absolutely no need for him to do this. He's just done it to
He
see
just
what it
wanted
feels
to
like.
find out. Yeah. So he's testing.
Yeah.
He's testing
That's
things
cool.
out.
And I also notice he's got the fins on the chainstay there for the mastic tape.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, you were
A
trying
man that
out.
likes trying hacks.
Yeah, so that's worth £50.
Yeah, well done, Nick. That's
well
cool.
done, Nick. Great job.
Yeah.
You are 3rd place. 2nd place, winning £75 Chain Reaction Cycles voucher. Doddy, who have we
My
got?
personal favourite from Kevin, because that is the true spirit of a bodge.
Yeah.
That is like, I can't ride this weekend. Oh, bloody can. You
Yeah,
watch.
it's ugly, but it works perfectly.
Good job,
That is-
Kevin.
That is a great idea. Kevin, you've got £75 coming your
Yeah.
way. Okay, and 1st place, I am pleased to announce this because we both totally agreed on it. It absolutely, he smashed it. It's great. So 1st place is, that's not it. This is it.
wrong one, yeah.
1st place is Kevi.
Yeah, well done,
And his
Kevin.
handguard pedal hack Jubilee wonder stuff
Yeah.
that gets him out riding. That is definitely worth £100 voucher. Let us know what you spend it on in Chain Reaction Cycles. We loved that one. Thought that was really
Yeah,
cool. It
well
had a
done.
great feel-good vibe to it. And it sums up our freaky week. Hacks and bodges. Just go out there and make it happen. Awesome stuff.
So there we go. That is our first part of Freak Week on GMBN. If you want to see another great video, check out our Stranger Rides from last year's Freak Week right down here.
Yeah, that'll get you in the Halloween vibes for sure. Make sure you hit, that's not a pumpkin, that's a subscribe button. Hit it and you'll get great videos all the time. Don't miss out.
And don't forget, give us a thumbs up as always.